Hey everybody. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
So this is Richard from Long Island Spirits. I live in Stony Brook, so he lives pretty close to me. I've been going to his distillery almost every weekend lately. When I first found out that he is right here on Long Island, and that's the Rio Long Island bourbon, which I never tried before. So he lives like what 10 minutes from me. So
Yeah, we're
so
very
yeah.
close.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the brand, how you started, when it
Sure.
started, and all of that stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been around almost 20 years. I started the distillery out on the east end of Long Island. We are at the forefront of craft distilling. When we started, there really was no craft distilling um, infrastructure, really. So we had to be very innovative. So we worked with got help from some of the wineries and breweries. So that's reflective in a lot of the techniques we use today. For First and foremost, we do sweet mash fermentation, which lowers the acidity on the distillate. We use all local grains. The terroir of Long Island is reflected in each of our spirits. And I'm really excited to take you guys on a little bit of a journey on some of the spirits you're going to taste today. First up, we are going to try our Rough Rider Double Cask Bourbon, and I think it's time to maybe start out with a little pour of this. What do you think?
Sure.
All right,
That would be amazing. So I see Mike, you're watching. Shannon is watching, and Mr. Fuentes, you're always here. So I don't know which one of you guys have the. Let me turn on the comments. Perfect. I don't know which one of you guys have the sampling kits with you guys. I know those things flew out the shelves, so AJ was actually packing them as late as Monday, and he was sending them out. But those things, just sold out. So we're gonna do a lot more of these tastings, but this is our first one. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
I'll pour myself some as well.
Yeah, here you go. Here's a glass.
Perfect. And this glass is a Field and Sound glass. Yes.
So, one of the things that we're most proud of this is a high rye bourbon. So, when I say high rye, 60% corn, 33% winter rye, which is from the east end of Long Island. The field corn is grown locally, right behind the distillery. So, we are all about Long Island. And what we do with this, we will let it age in new American oak. And then we've done a lot of private label brandies for the wineries ever since we started. So we extract 10-year-old brandy that has resided in these barrels, pull that out, and then we put the straight bourbon whiskey in there, and it relaxes for another 3 to 6 months, sometimes longer, and creates a beautiful rounded flavor profile.
Oh wow! I can smell the brandy come through, the fruity note.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So this one's the Rough Rider finished in brandy cask. What's the proof on this?
So it's 90 proof.
90 proof.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, each one's batch numbered. We do small batches, meaning no more than 5, tops 10 barrels per batch. It's really got a layered profile. You're going to get that sweetness up front, and it just continues. It's really, really a friendly bourbon. Just all around, makes a killer old fashioned, and just drinks fantastically neat.
The finish on this is very leathery.
Yeah,
it's very smooth and long finish. I can still feel it. And you know what? I was sipping on it, and you see the grease here. You see, you see the viscosity. Legs. Yeah. Oh wow!
Yeah, that's wonderful.
I really like this.
All right, we have a lot to taste, so we will.
Yeah, don't want to get buzzed in the first pour.
All right. So, in keeping with that theme, with the brandy finish, in the tasting kit, we also provided this one. This is a brandy cask finish. However, this is the winter wheat bourbon. So what we do, we take 60% corn, 33% winter wheat, and 7% malted barley. Um, this ages for about 6 to 7 years in New American oak, and then almost a year in ex brandy casks. It creates just a completely different taste profile because of the wheatness. People are familiar with wheated bourbons, because of Weller and Pappy, but this is our take on it, and it's a really, really fantastic bourbon. We bottle this at cask strength, about 120 proof, and you're going to get all flavor and not that much heat on this. So you're not drinking a fireball explosion of heat. It's very, very well balanced, and yeah, I'm ready to try a little bit.
Yeah, we actually did a barrel pick with the brandy cask, and it was, I think, gone in about 2 days, and
Yeah.
it was crazy. It tasted really good. The barrel we picked was BY11, but they also have a bunch of different barrels even now.
Yeah.
Some of which I think the samples were sent out for.
Yes.
This one is
This is BY8. I think they got BY3. I think.
yes. Oh wow, I like this slightly better than the Rough Rider. There's more of a fruity note to this.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get a lot more because you're drinking it as if it came out of the cask. So you're going to get that beautiful layered flavor profile. You're going to get some stone fruit in here.
So some cornbread.
Yeah, definitely you get those bakery notes.
Oh wow, there's some kick to it too.
Yeah.
In the end.
Oh yeah, look almost like crumb cake.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Oh.
Even though this is not a high rye bourbon, it somehow feels like a mix between a high wheat and
you get all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things with our Field and Sound, we pay homage to where our barrel house is situated. So Rough Rider, the name pays homage to Teddy Roosevelt. He was a native Long Islander. Field and Sound pays homage to the field, which is 100 acres behind a distillery. There's a tree line, and then the Long Island Sound, hence the name Field and Sound. And we describe it as a maritime whiskey because you get a little bit of salinity also. You get these high winds that come over, off the Long Island Sound, over the tree line. There's nothing but a farm and then the barrel house. And the barrel house it gets hit with as if it was a boat out to sea. So you're going to get sea spray hitting the barrels, and just those flavor notes carry over.
So somebody just asked, what are we sipping on? We just sipped on the brandy cask Rough Rider, and we're seeing the difference between the brandy cask Rough Rider and the brandy cask Field and Sound. So I'm getting some salient notes. Harpon, can you get me some water? A lot of salient notes as well. The finish is sort of salty.
Yeah.
Because you see the wind.
Yeah. You're going to get a little bit of that on the back end, but you're going to get like the sweet. It's so layered. You're going to get sweetness, a little bit of salinity with it. It's subtle but not overpowering.
And it feels like butter in your mouth,
Yeah.
like a salted butter note. That the finish is exactly like a salted butter note. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And it's hard to believe it's 120 proof.
Yeah. It feels more like a 110 proof bourbon. Yeah.
Really, really nice.
You could tell that this is cask strength, but it's so viscous.
Yeah.
It just layers your entire tongue and your palate, and you just feel it. I feel it right now too.
Yeah. And I will tell you, if you drop a little bit of water in here or drink it over a cube, it just is the way to spend a fall evening on your front porch. Just enjoy.
Yeah. You know what, Mike? I have the complete opposite view. I feel like the Field and Sound is smoother for me, because Mike said the Rough Rider was delicious. The Field and Sound almost tastes younger, very corn ethanol forward. For me, I feel like this is very buttery and very structured, because it starts off with like a a very sweet cornbread note, and then turns into a spicy, sort of like a salted butter note.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh wow.
Mm,
Reminds me of Weller.
delicious. All right. Now we're gonna
Perfect. Let's
change.
clean the glasses.
Yeah, we're gonna change gears a little bit here. And we're going to talk about rye. Rye, the farmers refer to rye as a cleansing grain. The reason why they refer to it as cleansing grain is deep rooted. Um, a rye that's grown out on the eastern end of Long Island is going to definitely be different than a rye that is grown upstate New York or in the Midwest or down in Maryland. They just are going to be different animals. And we out on the east end of Long Island are surrounded by numerous wineries. Our ryes tend to have a little bit of sweetness associated with them just because of the fact that we are surrounded by all these wineries. So the next up is our Rough Rider Bull Moose Rye. This has gotten some incredible accolades from the industry. The Ultimate Spirits Competition in 2018 ranked this the best rye in the world. Bourbon Inspector earlier this year gave this a very rare platinum rating. We have just gotten some incredible respect on our ryes, and anxious to share this with you guys. So it goes through a 3-barrel process. It'll age in New American oak. We do a secondary casking in our bourbon cask, and then we also make single malt whiskey out on the east end of Long Island as well, and that is where the third finish comes from. So you're not going to get a spice plume where you get a lot in rye. This is just it'll evolve in your palate. So,
Cheers, man.
Cheers. I'm a rye guy. I love rye.
I'm the complete opposite, but this is really good because I don't like the too spicy rice. Even though I like spicy food, I don't like too spicy of a rye.
Right.
That's why I like rye that's finished in a fruit brandy cask or something like that, like an Albarino cask. That's what I had with Sagamore. But this is also really good.
And they say you can't make
it's very light.
Yeah. Manhattan's that's the derivation of rye. So obviously you need a New York rye to make a Manhattan, and that's why we're proud to show you guys our 3-barrel Bull Moose Rye. Again, homage to native Long Islander Teddy Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah.
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers.
Why is it called a 3-barrel rye?
Well, on the back of the barrel, we actually show each one of the stages the bourbon sits in. So it starts out New American oak, then we do a secondary casking in our bourbon cask, followed by our single malt whiskey cask. So you see the entire barrel regiment. We're very transparent. Everything we do, we like to share our mash bills, our processes. Everything's pot distilled at the distillery. We take very tight cuts on our heads, hearts, and tails. Sweet mash fermentation, non-chill filtering. That's throughout our whiskey line. And, industry has taken notice on a lot of the things we've done.
You know what? I've worked with Rich for a while, and one thing I can tell is he's very passionate about what he does. So I've seen him at the distillery. He does everything himself, and he tries to get as involved in the process as possible and keep a good eye on the quality control and all of those things. So yeah.
Sometimes really, it drives my team crazy, but no, I'm surrounded by a great team that helps us produce these wonderful whiskeys, and really, really proud of what we've been doing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the rye. Those out there with the tasting kit.
What do you guys think of the rye? The Bull Moose 3-barrel rye.
Okay.
WT101 rye. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is?
I don't.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Okay.
Maybe it's a short for something else. So
Was that?
adding a cube really opens it up. So
Yes.
yeah.
With any whiskey. Um, so this whiskey has actually a very cool story behind it. About 10 years ago, we decided we were going to start potentially making rum out at the distillery. So we bought some blackstrap molasses, pure cane sugar, and we had an incredible time of it. We put it all into our mash tun. Unfortunately, one of the barrels of the blackstrap molasses cracked, and the entire distillery was filled with molasses. I mean, it was 200 gallons of molasses that spilt out, and it took us about a week and a half, 2 weeks to clean up. However, we ended up with about 15 bourbon barrels filled with rum as a result. We never made rum again, but to this day, we still have that 10-year-old rum. And what we decided to do was do a rum finished bourbon. And that's exactly what happened. The rum keeps evolving. Every time we do a new release of our rum cask finish, we'll pull the rum barrels out, let it rest in another bourbon barrel. So this rum is just serving as an enhancer for this particular spirit. We may eventually release 1 or 2 barrels of our rum, but for now it's just serving as an enhancer. And the rum, I will tell you, is unbelievably delicious. It's just it's got a bunch of beautiful notes, and those transpose into this particular spirit.
So Doug earlier said WT 101 rare. He's comparing the Bomus 3-barrel rye. He's saying that's a contender with. He loves the Wild Turkey 101 rye. So
the Wild Turkey. Oh, yes.
But Mike said, I love a rye that's a contender against anything I've had from Knob Creek, Beam Suntory, or Buffalo Trace.
Thank you.
Oh my God! As soon as you open this, you get the smell of rain.
Yeah.
Rain in the jungle.
Yes.
The mud right after rain.
Oh, I like that's
right.
Oh yeah.
That's the exact note I'm getting.
Yes.
It's like the stones are cold and the stones are wet and the mud is also wet and it's like in a jungle.
The jungle. That's right. It's very tropical.
Extremely tropical. In fact, I don't think I've ever gotten a note like this from any other spirit.
Oh my goodness, yeah. It's showing so well.
The smell is just weird.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. I still can't believe it smells like that because growing up that was one of my favorite smells.
Yeah.
After the first rain, you smell the mud come through.
The earthiness, yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, how does a bourbon taste like that, right?
It's unbelievable. It's crazy when you do these finishes, how exciting the bourbon can become. I mean, I love bourbon. It's one of my favorite spirits. I love rye. They're all my children. But, doing these little nuanced things to enhance the spirit, it's kind of the next level. And I really love the direction we're taking some of our releases here, and glad I had an opportunity to share them with you.
So here's the thing, Greg. You said the new store sounds busy. I hope the audio is good because I was trying to pair these for a while, but they wouldn't pair. And it was kind of last minute. So I was like, it's fine. We'll just stick this on here. It looks quirky or whatever. So we're doing this. But yes, the store has been busy. It's very cool. I've never had so many customers try so many new bourbons and have their reaction.
It's fantastic.
This was the spotlight. This one people like a lot. So I've had them taste this right beside a lot of other Bowman Brothers and a lot of other big distilleries, and they say they like this more. So it's also a cool story because the story is in Long Island, and you see the Long Island distillery, you feel very proud of yourself. So
right, and this is kind of where we started. We started making vodka, out at Long Island Spirits. A lot of people know us as LIV, Live And this also has a great following. I mean, we've gotten great accolades in everything we produce. I mean, for whatever it's worth, we continue to strive to just make some of the best spirits we can. We don't plan on ever being a gigantic distillery. We want to stay in our lane, just continue to build small and be part of the small craft spirit movement, and just really focus on doing some really cool things here. Been around 20 years, so we got some really cool.
How did you come up with starting a distillery?
So I came out of the tech world. I used to do international business development. I have a degree in electrical engineering, so process and distilling are all similar. And when I would travel overseas, I had free time. And some people go shopping, some people go to musical events. I found myself in wineries, breweries, and distilleries. And I spent a lot of time overseas in Japan, and before Japanese whiskeys were a thing in the early 2000s, you could just go back and talk to the distillers and try Yamazaki's, and it's just insane. And that's really where I started getting my passion. One of my customers was Lexmark, and I just got thrilled about doing the whole thing, and just got very passionate. And when you're doing things that you love every day, it's really not a job.
And this was in 2009.
I started we opened in 2007. If you look it up, we are the 100th distillery in the country. There's over 3,500 now. Yeah. The woman from the TTB called me up. She goes, "Congratulations, you are number 100.
Number 100.
Yep.
That's crazy. Because I know there's like 3,000 distilleries. A lot of them, they will sell vodka and gin only because they're not old enough, and some of them will just buy some MGP juice and then repackage it. But I've seen Rich. He will always, nothing sourced has ever touched his rick house. So I see that he makes all of his own stuff.
We're all grain to glass,
which is hard, because a lot of distilleries these days it's hard to start a distillery and then not see a dollar out of it for the next 4 or 5 years at the very least, and still keep distilling more stuff. So
Right.
So are you available nationwide in all the liquor stores?
No, you're gonna find us. We're here. You find us in a lot of New York places, New Jersey, Connecticut. We're a lot of places in the Northeast. But we don't make a lot of stuff, so a lot of our stuff gets gobbled up as soon as we release it. It's we're a high demand spirit just because of our recognition. Everything we make gets sold, and even our vodka. If you go to Finance Buzz, you look up the top 15 vodkas under $40. All of them are big brands, but ours. We made that list right behind Kettle One. It came in number 9. There's a testament to what we've done, and we're very proud that we don't pursue industry recognition. Industry recognition recognizes us, and we're just really proud of what we do, and very thankful for supporters, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time on a Friday evening to join us for this wonderful evening.
Right. And I was going to say that I've had some rum finished bourbons, although not many people do it. This one, it just it just makes me so nostalgic because of the wet jungle and the wet mud vibe.
Right.
But yeah, Mike, I think we will do a barrel pick soon with the rum barrel finish.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be very unique, because I don't think I've smelled something so unique. The taste is good, but the smell just takes it out.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a home run.
Because how does a bourbon smell like that, right?
It's just cool.
Oh wow. It's a little hot. The finish is a little hot, but the smell just gets me. So good.
It's wonderful. Well, does anybody have any questions? I'm more than happy to answer anything.
There's about 12 people right now. Yeah, 7 from the Facebook group, 3 from Twitter, X, and then 2 from Facebook.
Okay.
Oh wow, Scott is having a Sazerac rye. Those guys are good too.
Yeah. No, no question. No question. Well, if you're ever out on the east end of Long Island and want to have a wonderful experience, come visit us. We're on the North Fork. We back up to about 100 acres of beautiful farmland that's been farmed since the 1600s. The east end of Long Island. People will be astonished to know that they've done a wonderful job of preserving the open spaces by allowing the farmers to continue to get value out of the land by buying the development rights and allowing the farmers to continue to farm. So it's become a generational thing. So there's a lot of young farmers out there, and we're happy to help support their livelihood by buying a lot of their grains. So appreciate all your support.
So a little bit of background. So this place we're here. This is our shipping station. This is where we're shipping a lot of the stuff. And Rich was here. I didn't have space to be here and just set everything up. So we're just here at a corner while AJ and some other people they're helping ship. So yeah.
Yes, I guess that's the question you're answering.
Yes. Can we order directly from your website? Yes, it's available on the website as well. So I think the rum finish is there. The straight rye, I think it's there as well.
The bottled and bond.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole series here.
Yeah, he has more stuff for the backdoor access. And you know what? If you come to his distillery, his wife makes amazing cocktails. Yeah. The best cocktail I've had was at his place, the cinnamon one.
Yeah, bee's knees.
Bee's knees, yes, that's the one. Perfect. So next one would be this one.
Yeah, I don't know if they have the tasting kit, but we can certainly try that one.
We can try that one and tell you guys the notes on it.
Okay, we're going to do this one, and then we're going to conclude with that one.
This is the bottled and bond.
That's the one Men's Journal ranked one of the top 50 whiskeys in the world.
I'm 100 proof kind of guy. Yeah. You remember we were talking about the brandy cask, and I was like, could we have this 100 proof? And you were like, trust me, it's better at 120 proof. Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
The finish is really good.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, for people who love rye, incredible. Yeah, you're going to get all of that spicy notes. You're really tasting. It's as if it was like biting into a piece of rye bread. You don't get all that pepper. A lot of ryes deliver. Sometimes there's over a pepper finish.
Yeah, this is not peppery. It's definitely spicy. I personally like this better, the Rough Rider Bull Moose, the 3-barrel. I think it's more palatable for me. I think someone who likes bourbon would like the Bull Moose rye more than the...
Right. But for a bottled and bond rye, very cool.
It's really good.
And then we're going to finish off. This will be our last tasting. So this is the one that really put us on the map in the bourbon world. Men's Journal earlier this year ranked this one of the top, one of the top 50 whiskeys in the world. If you Google it, we are number 11 on that list, and that's not number 11 bourbons; it's number 11 whiskeys.
The bottled and bond.
Yes, and you'd be shocked at like the company we keep in there. What is the website?
lispirits.com?
lispirits.com, yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. That's the way to finish a day.
Right? All of your bourbons and ryes, they're much more viscous, more oil content than a lot of other Kentucky bourbon. Like a standard Kentucky bourbon that you'd have, this has a much more viscous, buttery note to it.
Right. Well, they do
just
a lot
covers
of they do a lot of chilled filtering out there because they have to have consistency across the line.
Yeah.
This is a true craft bourbon that we've had the time over 20 years to allow our spirits to mature.
The last taste. This one was the
Field and Sound
bottled and bond bourbon. So 100 proof. Yeah, I like 100 proof a lot.
Oh, it's fantastic. Well, cheers, guys. I appreciate all your time. Thank you so much for the tasting. Any last words, comments, questions?
So other than this, Rich also makes a lot of what's Pine Barrens?
Pine Barrens is our American single malt. So Pine Barrens started out as a joint venture with Blue Point Brewing. We actually take a bottle ready beer, which was their Old Howling Bastard, which is a barley wine, distill it, and age it in New American oak. So we started doing that in 2009. It was very innovative. Nobody was doing American single malts. We actually introduced the first ever bottled and bond American single malt.
Oh, wow.
It was never, ever.
And last year, I think the American single malt category took off.
Yes, but there was never, ever a bottled and bond single malt. So in the Field and Sound series, there is an American single malt bottled and bond that's very similar to the Pine Barrens.
Have I tasted it?
No.
No, I haven't. Oh, you're keeping it to yourself.
Yeah. I'm out of it. Well, Winebow is our distributor is the only one who have any left. So there's certain things they just come in and gobble up from us, and that was one of them. So we've got a lot of like unique things that they've just kind of said, yeah, we want that, we want that, want that.
Yeah, this one's really good. This is like a good daily sipper.
Yeah.
It's bottled and bond. It's perfect to get you into the bourbon world, and it's also buttery, so it coats your mouth.
Coats your palate.
What I'm seeing is that the legs on this, like all of his bourbons and whiskeys in general, the legs are much more than any other stuff that I try.
Yeah, the viscosity is wonderful on this.
Yeah.
And here, this is where, the maritime notes really shine through. You are going to get a little bit of that salinity on the back end.
Yeah. The finish is salty. It's not that salty, but
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like salt and chocolate. It just complements each other.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much for joining, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, man.
Happy Friday. Happy weekend.
Friday. If you guys have any questions, he's also in the group chat. So he's also in Messenger.
Yeah. Feel free to
ask him, reach out to him. Cool guy. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care, guys.